technology review today. A quick demonstration of the Rode Wireless Go. I've got the Wireless Go transmitter right here sitting inside my jacket, and I'm using the built-in microphone for this audio recording, which I find really convenient. So when I'm wearing clothes such as this, I can get away with it. When I'm wearing a shirt or a t-shirt perhaps, I'll use a additional lapel microphone which doesn't come with the Wireless Go, but I've got many from other audio setups that I've had in the past. So I'm using the Rode lav mic in conjunction with this on other recordings. But for this demonstration, I thought I'd just show you how the built-in microphone sounds, which is really impressive. So the Wireless Go is a great solution for running and gunning, those of you out in the field needing to grab a quick recording with the least amount of setup. And of course, the footprint of these devices is incredibly small. They're so much smaller than anything else I've used in the past, and that just makes it so much easier to carry around and to work with. And the great thing about them is that they have a very decent range of at least 8 to 10 meters and beyond. I've been testing it all around the house and it works really well. You have to have a line of sight connection. So if you have situations where your interview subject is walking around behind furniture into different rooms, etc., there is a risk that you might lose communication with the device, so keep that in mind. But for this type of presentation, face to camera, where the camera is about 2 to 3 meters away, it's ideal for that type of setup. And I've tested it for the last 2 weeks at least in mostly indoor environments, and it's performed really, really well. The other great thing about the Wireless Go is that they include built-in rechargeable batteries with 2 cables provided, allowing you to put them into a USB charger or computer and charge them up. I've actually got an external power brick which I carry around with me and use that for charging on location should I run out of juice. Now, the charging time is at least an hour or so, so you want to make sure that you're fully charged before you head out on location. You do get about 8 hours of recording time, which is usually enough for most purposes. The other question that I've had on this particular product is whether you can sync up multiple units or use multiple microphones with one transmitter. So the answer to that is not really. You can put an adapter into the transceiver and run 2 lapel microphones off that adapter. So you could have 2 interview subjects, if they were close enough, sharing the one transmitter, sending it back to the receiver on your camera. Or you could purchase another Wireless Go pack, which comprises of a transmitter and receiver. But if you do that, you'll need to have a second camera to take the audio input of that second Wireless Go. And that's probably what I'm gonna do when I get my next opportunity interviewing more than one person. I'll have one Wireless Go on one camera and the second Wireless Go on the other, and record both inputs into the camera and then sync them up in post. So I think that's going to be a workable solution at the price of around $300, depending on where you live. It is quite cost effective to purchase a couple of Wireless Go kits and run them in unison in that manner. But no, you can't purchase a second transmitter and have them both feeding into the one receiver. That would have been a great scenario, but unfortunately that functionality isn't supported. Nonetheless, what you've been hearing today is coming directly out of the Wireless Go with the built-in microphone on the transmitter. It sounds great. I've applied no effects on it. It's just coming directly out of the microphone. It's plugged into the Canon EOS R, which by the way has really good low noise preamps, so you won't hear very much noise or distortion whatsoever. If you want, you can apply a basic EQ, some compression, which I'll do now so you can hear the difference. Maybe some noise reduction and some deverb if you want to take some reverb out of the room, depending on where you're recording. But a few filters is all you need to get an improved sound. And certainly, even if you go unfiltered, I think you'll get a very decent sound out of the Rode Wireless Go. So this is not a technical video of any kind. I'll leave some technical information on screen if you want to see some of the specs, but it's really purely just a demonstration of what the Rode Wireless Go sounds like and how I've found it over the past few weeks.